We're live. Can you hear me? Can people hear you guys?
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right,
Hello.
cool. So let's get started. I'm very excited. I'm very happy today. Very happy today. I received good news just before we started streaming. My grandma texted me and told me that my grandpa does not have cancer, which is nice. Very nice.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Woo!
And so yeah, I'm excited to play some Shadowrun, some games. I have been sick though. Today marks a 1 week anniversary of being sick.
And he gave it to me.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Yeah, so it's all right. So yeah, we'll be fine though. I hope we'll be fine.
Anyway.
Can anyone see the stream? I'm not able to pull it up for some reason. It keeps
Hold
not
on.
showing up.
Yeah, I can see it. It's showing up.
We're good? Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Why don't we have our players? Let's start with Capjack and just go around. I'll call you out. Introduce yourself and your character, and we'll worry about plug on our stuff at the end.
Cool. Hi, everybody. I'm Capjack, at Captain J Cross on Twitter, and I will be playing Capjack tonight, the orc street samurai.
Nice. And the person playing as Valkyrie, why don't you tell me who you are?
You said you'd call us out.
I
so
would,
was
yeah.
waiting on you.
I know. It's not, you did good.
Alright, I'm Silverstorm, and I'm playing as Valkyrie, a elf sniper. And yeah, that's what I'm playing today.
Nice. There, now I can see it. And Nerdy, what about you?
Hello, I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear, and I am playing Star, a elf cat burglar.
Supposed cat burglar.
Yeah,
Alleged.
supposedly.
That's rude. That's rude.
Professional
No, it's
lead eater,
accurate.
though.
Yeah, there's the bomb squad, yeah.
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 Yeah, professional competitive lead eater. All right, and our new player who'll be joining us, at least for today. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Forgotten Reams. I'll be playing Junker, who is a troll hacker in two senses of the word.
Yes, very clever.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna narrate your character in. So you've been places. You've cut out in again a couple senses of the word a name for yourself a little bit, but now you're in a new city. You've gone to this new place to make a fresh life and not be bound, hopefully, by past successes and mistakes. And now you've gotten word that there's this guy who will give free living situation to Shadowrunners, who you can qualify to be one of them. So you've been given directions and managed to get yourself to this loft where supposedly he's going to meet you, introduce you to some of the people who are already living there, and let you inside. So this is early-ish morning. You're standing on the opposite side of the street from this building. It's this rectangular plasticrete building, 2 stories tall. You can't find the entrance to the first story, but you do see a set of stairs going along the outside of the building and then up to a doorway into the second floor. And you see a man in kind of a loose but kind of nice suit standing up at the top of the stairs. He's relaxed, smoking a cigarette, full head of hair, and you see that there's definitely some kind of security or something, like a couple vans with other people in similar attire, people who aren't being threatening but definitely armed. They're not hiding the guns that are definitely under their jackets, hanging around nearby. And the guy at the top of the stairs kind of waves at you. Why don't you describe what your character looks like?
Yeah, he's a troll, about average size for a troll. Fairly. Key. Um, he's got like his outfit is fairly ragtag. It's been built from things. He's got a few pieces of like he's got some fairly or some armor that's very bulky. Kind of underneath the coat. Um, yeah, and he's got like jack stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hacker gear, basically.
Yeah.
Fairly prominent. And he's not really paying attention. He's busy watching something in the Matrix at the same time, and kind of has to stop and look around for a bit.
Yeah, you were basically like Google Street Guide, like got yourself here, and you're just like, oh, I was watching something.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And so you see the guy waves at you. Hi there. Come over here.
I come over there, slowly lumbering.
The security people eye you but aren't aggressive towards you, and the man reaches out his hand and to shake yours.
Oh, and I guess, yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you. My name's Michael. In here's this is my loft. I'm having a bunch of Shadowrunners stay here, free of charge. The only thing I ask of you is that you promise not to mess with the Italian mob while you're here, and consider some jobs if I have any for you, which right now I don't, so don't have to worry about that. But
Okay.
don't pick fights in here, hopefully, but pick a bed if there's a free one. There should be. And yeah, welcome to New Atlantis.
Oh, thanks. It's good to be here. Looks like a nice place.
Yeah. There's a very nice cafe over there down across the street, and ask the folks inside. They'll just be aware they're Shadowrunners, so they're very paranoid. But tell them I sent you in there. Should be all right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good day. And he heads down the
too.
stairs.
I'll go wherever I'm meant to go.
Yeah. So what you'll see right here at the top of the stairs is this metal door that looks tough enough. Like it probably take you at least 2 shoulder bashes to knock it down.
Yeah.
But it appears to be unlocked. Whether that's your doing or his doing, or they just leave it unlocked all the time is unknown.
I'll gingerly open it, I guess.
Yep.
Push
All right.
it open slowly and walk in.
Why don't the people inside describe to me the state of the interior? Valkyrie not counting.
Good, because I wouldn't be there.
All right, so is this go day? Just to be sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I guess.
In that case, so you would see in one of the corners, like in the far corner from the door, there's an orc who's sitting on a bed with Hawaiian shirt on. It's open, and you can see like a whole bunch of tattoos just everywhere that are kind of like moving and swirling every so often. And he's probably got headphones on, but otherwise is looking at probably a map. And he would look up when you come in.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Chama. Who are you?
I'm Junker. You can call me Junker. I'm new here.
Yeah,
Right.
on the other side of the room, probably sitting at a table or on the couch. Star's just like shining her hand blades and listening to music, and she'll take her headphones off when you come in and look up at you, and then she'll look over at Cat Jack and go, "Are we cutting this one in?"
Capjack and Star, you got, and almost certainly Valkyrie would be aware that Michael was probably just outside for the past like 10 minutes or something. So you guys would
Okay.
probably be aware of that. Junker, you would also see laying on one of the couches, and the room is kind of. It looks like someone just bought out like a furniture liquidation building. They've just got a giant assortment of couches and beds and dressers and such all over the place. There's just a big open room, except one corner has a closed off bathroom area, and its opposite corner has a not closed off, but a kind of open kitchen area. Other than that, everything is just open living room / bedroom that everyone shares. Some of the beds near the walls have like little curtains you can draw to have your own private space, but it's pretty ramshackle, but not in like a messy, decrepit way. Just someone bought a lot of furniture, threw it in here, and it's you guys' job to make it your home. And you would
Okay.
see on one of the couches, you would see a robotic kind of industrial hand hanging over the edge of the bed, as whoever is laying in the couch is definitely passed out and snoring.
Okay. I guess I'll just pick out a bed and test my weight on it and dump my stuff down there.
Yeah, you find that
So,
there's definitely a troll appropriate bed and claim it as yours.
Okay, good.
So, Junka, no offense, but who the fuck are you?
I don't know. I'm a guy. I'm a hacker sometimes. I have a big sword too. And I guess I'll get out my claymore, which unfurls from a small cylinder.
Yeah, so you'd see this
Right.
thing that's, probably like a human-sized, like one of those like 5-pound dumbbells maybe, and then that he pops a button on it and it begins to unfold and clip and slide until it is a full troll-sized claymore.
I built this
So-
myself, kind of.
Capjack would actually activate his wired reflexes and just kind of like stand up and not threatening yet, but you're misunderstanding my question.
Oh, sorry.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I don't know. I just came here. I guess I needed some space. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm not really sure what I'm doing in life. Kind of. I want to do more shadow running sort of stuff, but I haven't had
Also,
much of the
Michael
opportunity.
sent you.
Oh yes, he did. Sorry. Yeah, I should have said that
Oh.
first. Yeah.
No, it's totally alright. You would shut off the wired reflexes. It's totally alright. You want a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. And he would he'd go over to the fridge and grab a hurl and pass it over.
Oh,
I guess grab one for himself too.
Nice.
thanks.
The person at the snoring on the bed would pull himself up. You'd see that his right arm is entirely mechanical, but the rest of him appears to be all flesh. He's a human wearing just like a undershirt and some jeans, looking like he's always had a hangover. Looks at you. What's up, man? So I don't remember because I had a couple too many last night. I don't remember. Was I helping you guys with the whole, crazy stuff you guys are doing today? Because if I can, I'd like to stay here and nap. But
I think
I'll back you up if you need.
a quick out of character moment.
Yeah.
Shogun, if you can look down in the chat.
Oh crap! I'm managing a bunch of. Hang on. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah, give me 1 minute. Okay, so let's just finish this scene of intros. Star hasn't gotten a single actual line, I don't think. So let's finish this scene out, and I'll do that. We'll do that because I have the ability
on.
to do that. Yeah. So you guys talk, and I'll do
Right.
things.
I guess from there. You know, that was a good question you had a minute ago, Star. You looking for work, Junker?
Yes. Any kind of work really. If it involves hacking into things or hacking things into, I'm your man, your troll, I guess.
Right. We actually might be able to use you for something. We are about to do. I guess a smash and grab is a nice way of putting it.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm good at smashing and grabbing, so I can
Perfect.
help out however you need.
This guy.
And also Shogun. Never mind that before.
Wait, what?
Just call it. Never mind. We're fine. Star, anything?
No, I'm good if you are.
I'm gonna
Okay.
roll something.
What do you? I messed
Oh,
up.
okay, nope. She's being really grumpy today. I was rolling to see her on her mood if she'd come down or not. Nope. I rolled a 1.
All right.
She's really grumpy.
I'm sorry. Did you say today?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's how it's gonna be.
All right. You should probably
I
meet you as a
rolled!
member of the
dice
party.
said!
All right. So what? Yeah. So
Actually
why don't
like this way more?
we have you guys? Actually, do you mind if I explain the mission?
By all means.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, the mission that was handed to the crew was a biker gang, one of its important members, specifically the son of the person in charge, asked them to retrieve a magical item for them. It specifically is important to that guy, the son of the main lady. It's unclear how it's useful to the people who stole it, but the people who stole it are a gang, sort of a sub-gang of the Yakuza, a gang called the Rubies. The party checked up on them, got a little bit of info about them, learned who their friends are and who their enemies are, and negotiated with them that they would kill capture the leader of their main rivals and bring them back to the Rubies in exchange for the magical thing. It's a chrome skull, little like hood ornament for a motorcycle that they need to get back. And so they've done a bunch of scouting. They've contracted another group of runners to support them on this, to be kind of fire support / infiltrators, to give them a hand in this job. And so nearly all that remains is to touch up last bits of prep and execute this mission.
Okay.
So have at it, you guys.
So yeah, that's the basic deal. Still interested?
Yeah, I'm happy to do whatever.
Oh, fantastic. So, cheers then. This is going to be
Yeah,
fun.
cheers.
Okay. So, we do have some backup that we'll be using. A couple of other professional runners that we're working with. So, do you shoot or do you just hit?
Just hit things, really,
Oh, excellent.
with the sword. That's basically all I've got. I can hack
No,
things too, but
That's useful. We haven't had a Deca since Hammerdown. Nice guy. I wonder what he's doing these days.
Attending
Let's
corporate
see.
barbecues.
Yeah, probably. Let's see now. So you're probably going to be on door duty with me and Star.
All right.
Basically, what that's going to mean is we'll be waiting outside the door on the signal. There will be a large smoke bomb, and we go in, we grab the target, and we get out of there and kill a couple people on the way if necessary.
All right. Sounds fun.
Right. So, yeah. Welcome
Yeah,
to
I
the
should
party, I
probably put the-
suppose.
Yeah, I should probably put the sword away now, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it's probably wise.
All right. So does Valkyrie come down at all, or just gonna wait
I
for
rolled a
them?
one.
No, you're just
I
gonna
rolled a 1.
just gonna pout.
Oh no, I've got a way to really roll with this, and it's going to be fantastic.
Okay.
She's too busy making sure her weapon is perfect.
All right. So what does happen next then? I mean, it's basically up to you guys to choose when you want to do this. You guys can do the job early in the morning, or you can go, do more prep. You could meet up with the Black Mask, the guys who are going to be your support, to confirm that everyone knows the full plan and all that. Actually, aren't they going to go infiltrate? Maybe you guys should
Yes.
send them to go do that thing at
I
least in
thought-
the morning.
I thought
No,
we
they
were-
should have been already out for
Yeah, they were
infiltration.
already-
Oh, were they?
They
Okay,
were
okay.
Prep, they did
already-
pre-prep, yeah.
Okay, I forgot
Quick
that.
question: did we ever go see Grinder about setting up the bag, the explosives in the bag?
We need to do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing that we left for today. So probably want to do that.
Yeah, we actually need to head to the Coliseum and talk to somebody. Unless you could visit explosives by chance.
Not really. I mean,
Oh.
I'm happy to set them off, but I don't know much about them.
Fair. Our demolitions expert is well, this is Star.
I won't be
We will
cruel.
never
I will explain what that means. In a recent session, Star opened up or activated a tripwire, blowing up a grenade about 2 inches from her face, and so
We're never gonna let her live it down.
no.
This
No,
is
this
why,
brings-
if you look really close at her, she has tattoos on her face, but they're all broken up now.
Yeah, the surgery went well, but it erased the tattoos where where the new skin was put on, so they look a little goofy.
At this point, it's good-natured Shadowrunner ribbon.
Partially. Only partially.
Well, maybe from Captain.
Maybe from
Yeah.
Captain,
Yes,
not from me.
yes. Just remember the basic rules: clear, then breach. Right. Right then. So we need to go and get something built for us. Want to tag along? You can give you a tour as well while we're at it.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Should I
Excellent.
go grab the beast?
I mean, if she's in the mood, yeah.
Alright, I'll go find out, and I will head up to the roof.
Okay.
Valkyrie, we're
What?
heading out to Grinders. You coming with?
Should I roll again?
No, just make your choice.
It's up to you.
Well, I paused to think, well, I can either go ahead and start setting up now, or I could go with you guys, but
Only thing is that they're going to be taking the van, so you'd have to walk all the way to the Yakuza territory, which is not close by. You have to pass through the entire Irish territory to get there.
Fine. So
All right.
I guess I'll pack up and meet you down there.
All right, wonderful. So the four of you head down. Interrupt me at any point if you guys want to do anything, and all the time, not just right now. If there's something you want to do, interrupt me and say you want to do it, and we'll do that. But you all head down to the van that's outside that is there for your use. It is driven by an automated piloting software, so none of you drive unless you really want to. You can override it if you want to, but and you begin to head off towards the Colosseum. So the Colosseum is the biggest structure in the Undercommon. Yes.
And on the way, Capjack would be like doing the tour guide's thing, like over there across from the loft. That's Angeline's. It's a fantastic cafe. They have real coffee. So if you get in the mood, it's fantastic. Let me tell you, just like back in Berlin. Oh my god! And on the left there's this, and onward.
And there's scabs and dollies.
You guys wouldn't pass by those.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you pass those.
Okay.
You can point out like down the neighborhood down that way a few blocks. There are, but
You can always show them the Yelp reviews.
so they point out
I'm
to
probably putting up reviews to these places.
yeah. So they're showing you the Yelp reviews for Scabs, which is the street clinic doctor that they know. So he is not a licensed physician. He's just a guy who has a scalpel.
It's good visit.
So,
Testament of work.
yeah. So the Colosseum is the biggest structure down in the Undercommon, which is the lower level of the artificial city that you're in. It's this big, just basically metal disc is the whole island. And all of the normal corporate people live on the top layer. The bottom, there's a second disc underneath, which is the Undercommon, where everyone who is criminal gets to live because there is no law down here. And down here, the biggest structure is the Colosseum, which is owned by Simon, the scariest guy who's in charge. Even just cursory conversations and bits of info picked up on the Matrix, you would know he's the guy in charge. He's the scary man here. Want to stay out of his way. He owns the big Colosseum. Excuse you, Capjack. There is every type of event there that they can care to have. They have gambling areas. They have a big death race circuit. They have fighting pits, and underneath in the basement there, they have a very large weapons market, which is where you guys are headed now. And once parked and headed off into it, you would pass several of the different attractions. There's some restaurants, similar to like a baseball stadium where they got a bunch of like little restaurants and shops all around. There's a bunch of those, but there's also some pit fight areas. You see some small gambling machines. You guys head downstairs, and there's this big, well-lit by fluorescent lights, this big open concrete basement full of these little... It's like a little covered market sort of thing, with just a flea market sort of thing. There's a bunch of shops selling grenades and assault rifles and all kinds of stuff, varying in quality from high quality, expensive kit to junk, complete junk. So, who is it that knows? I think Capjack has not actually been to Grinders. He doesn't know where that is.
That's the explosives or the firearms person?
Yeah. Yeah, you were outside on a call.
I was there, but it was like,
Chandelier job.
I don't know what to do with an LMG. Click, click, click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, you guys come up to Grinder. You see this older, but definitely not tired man. His glory days are gone, but he's he still would put up a fight, you'd imagine. Human is polishing some older weaponry that he's got on the wall. Hi there. Looking at each of you. What can I do for you? Oh, actually, I remember you guys. You guys are the people who asked about the ordnance job before. That's still cooking. No, it's not ready yet.
Okay.
But what can I do for you?
I'll pull out my smoke grenade with the neurotoxin in it, and what were we? We're gonna put it in a bag, right? That was the plan.
You were
Yeah,
going to put it in a
Nova
pack
Coke.
of Nova Coke, which Slice, the man on the couch, gave you. Capjack, did you pay for it?
Let's see. I have it listed. I do have it listed on here.
Okay.
Did I actually pay for it yet?
Because he gave you a
No, I haven't.
large pack of Nova Coke, which was worth 250 new yen, I believe.
350.
350. All right.
Yep.
Cool. So you would have that in.
Yeah, I can spend that off real quick.
Okay, cool. What's the plan with that?
We want to rig this up inside some Novico.
Okay. How do you want to trigger it?
bullet.
You can do that. It's gonna mess up the dispersal system. If you shoot a canister, I mean, it's gonna pop, but it's gonna open up not the intended way, so it'll have a lot less ambidirectional or omnidirectional pressure. It's gonna like shoot out like a bunch of it on the wall or something. So whoever gets hit, they'll be down, no doubt about it. But it'll have a lot smaller area. A remote triggering's best.
Yeah, what if it was triggered by, say, something proximity related?
Um,
No, just
Could
give
you
me a trigger.
thought-
I'll be up there
That
watching.
works.
I'll just trigger it.
remote trigger. All right. Yeah.
How detectable would that be?
I mean, to someone who really knows what they're doing, it might take a good long glance. But any common dude, it shouldn't be. They won't know even which part's the pin.
That's good.
Yeah. So, do you want a remote comlink trigger? If you got like a decker on your team, or do you want a handheld like switch?
Either one works.
Oh, I'm happy to push the button if you want me to.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, metaphor hacking button.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll set up the trigger inside, and it'll have a little code that it's listening for. You send it the code, just like a text message, basically, and it'll blow. So here, and you would see his eye kind of lights up a tiny bit as there's some kind of cybernetic deep inside, and in the Matrix, Joker, you see a little kind of lockbox fly over to your comlink, and you receive a little code message. Just send that as it is to the bomb, and it'll pop. Yeah, it'll take me, give me 10 minutes to rig this thing up. I want it to pop and disperse enough, so I don't want the Nova Coke to be in the way, but I also want to hide it, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be well hidden.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll set up. Yeah, give me 10 minutes.
Well, while he's doing that, can I pull Junker aside?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look at you and say, I'm gonna be up there watching, so I'm gonna give you the signal for when to pull the trigger. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
As long as we got that clear, we'll work fine.
Okay.
Return to what we were doing.
All right. Well,
I'm kind of like not fully concentrating when that's being said and busy watching videos. But
Great.
yeah, sure. I heard that.
yeah. So are you doing it just by like looking down at your comm link, or are you actually plugged in?
Is there a way that I can
If
do
you're
it while also being aware of my surroundings?
yeah, if you plugged in, you're quite absent-minded, but you can still like stand and talk and stuff. You're definitely absent-minded.
I'm probably doing it that way then. 'Cause
All right,
it's
yeah.
a bit more immersive.
And I wouldn't really know, would I?
I mean, yeah, you're probably not super experienced with hackers and stuff. You don't know if that plug on the side of his head is always supposed to be plugged in or not.
Well, then again,
Well, see, the thing is, he can be off without unplugging it. It could be plugged in, and he could just not be using it.
okay,
You don't
that's
know.
true.
But yeah, there's a plug in the side of his head.
Okay. I don't need to make a scene anyway. If he messes up, I'm gonna kill him.
All right. Well, I'm busy here. I'll work on this for you guys. Go like have some lunch or something. I'll work on this.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Oh, can we grab tacos then?
Sure.
great.
Capjack is going to look around. You mentioned that there's a lot of junk and stuff.
Yep.
He wants to find a good container for it to be in. Because obviously it's not just going to be like, hey, look at this brick of Nova Coke I have. It will have been like in something, maybe if it's a little dented or even a little bloody indented, that'll be perfect.
Why don't you roll perception?
I can do that thing. I'm in fact good at that.
Visual perception, of course.
Oh yeah, I'm like really good at that thing. How about this many?
Yeah. You spot a place that seems to specialized in smuggling luggage. So like suitcases with false bottoms and stuff like that.
Fun, noted.
Yeah. So there, yeah, you see a shop over there selling that kind of stuff if you want.
Right to that, yeah.
You would see a elf woman behind there. One of her eyes, it looks like she had a cyber eye at one point, but does not anymore and has not replaced it with anything else. It's just gone. Hi there. What can I do for you?
Hello there. I'm looking at your equipment to see something that would fit. Well, something about this big by this big in it.
Yeah. A box body briefcase works well. Or if you're going on a flight, I've got several different suitcases. What are you looking for? I have a vest. If you can crush it a little bit, I got some vest things where you can hide it inside of a hidden pocket, if that's what you need.
That wouldn't work so well. You mentioned the briefcase?
Yeah, here. And she pulls out a like kind of an older looking synthetic leather exterior, like very blocky, square, kind of sharpish edges briefcase. Opens it up. Yeah, right here you got a false bottom here. Press down on it. It kind of unbuttons there, and then you open it up right there. No visible hinges or anything. You just got to make sure the thing you're putting in there is not too big or it'll bulge out the outside.
Noted. That should be perfect, actually.
Yeah. 30.
Sounds good. And transfer that over.
Right on.
Let's see.
So, you can notice this being of middling quality. it's not the best. It's definitely a little scratched up. Like
Oh,
you
that's
said,
perfect.
the exterior is not super solid. So if you put something large in there, the outside would just like pop out a little bit. So that wouldn't be great if you actually were trying to actually smuggle drugs everywhere. But
Yeah.
it might be useful for what you're doing.
Perfect. So it won't have too much resistance when it goes kabim.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. By the way, what's your name?
No. Jane.
Jane. Lovely to meet you. Capjack. I'm sure we will be seeing more of each other.
All right.
And
All right.
meet up with everybody else.
Did Star say something about getting tacos? Is that what you were doing?
Yes.
Yeah, there is. So, again, it's for those who haven't seen it. There's a taco truck down here, a van actually, but there's no way it could have been like driven down here. There's no way to get vehicles down there. There's only stairs. So it apparently was here when they built this place, or someone took it apart and reassembled it down here. But there's a taco van here selling synthetic soy tacos, like most food is made of, or they have their much more expensive actual fish tacos that are much more expensive. Crammed inside of the van, you would see a red-skinned troll in there, just looking around, waving at people. Definitely this van was not built for a troll. He's kind of hunched. Hey, hungry?
Yeah, just a couple of soy tacos.
2.
Yeah.
All right. And will you need toppings or anything, or right here on the front? And
All right, thank you.
I've got a bench set up over there if you need to sit down and eat. Here you go. That'll be 3 new yen each. Anybody else? Lady Elf, sir, any of you? All right. Anything to drink?
No, I'm good, thank you.
All right. You can see him kind of sit down, disappointed, just waiting for people. He just puts his hands together. Just... Hey.
Because Capjack would get there eventually.
So where's Junker right now? Is he still over by
Probably
Valkyrie?
still standing where he was. Just
Yeah, you guys
looking
began to move
at
away
the
from
same
Grindr.
videos he was. He turns the video off, notices everyone's gone, and then slowly walks backwards and pretends nothing happened.
Nice. So you're all, unless Valkyrie stays over by Grinder, you'd all meet up at the bench and table, sort of like park bench and table sort of thing, that's set up right outside the taco van.
Yeah, I'll stay with the group.
All right. And nothing. You just wait until
I know I'm waiting.
package is done. You're all.
Yeah, check out the...
I was gonna say, just eat my tacos and wait.
Capjack will go up and get some tacos too.
Ah.
Anybody else? Tacos? Yeah?
How many for you,
Valkyrie?
sir?
Tacos? Yes, no.
Yeah, sure. I'll have something.
Hi. 2?
Guess I should probably eat it at some point.
Yeah, it's good for you, you know?
Yeah.
Valkyrie? 2 as well?
38.
All right, fine. 4 tacos, please.
Yes, right here. Right here. All the condiments are right in front. Do you need anything to drink or anything?
What do you have?
I've got, well, What are you looking for? I actually have some Hurg here. I've got assorted colas. What kind do you want?
You have lemonade.
I do. Sparkling lemonade? Or just regular?
Oh, regular is fine.
Yeah, here. And he pulls out a can. There you go. So total that'll be 3 new yen per taco. So that's 3 to 12, and then 4 for the can. So that's 16.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
And,
you. That was 16, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 16. You're good.
You see, he pulls his comlink out. Yeah. Thank you.
Go over. Thanks so much. And go over. Pass out the tacos, and eat food. All right, so Junka,
Yeah.
if you don't mind my asking, what brought you to New Atlantis?
Well, I wanted to go see Peter. I mean, I'd heard nice stuff about it on the Matrix. Seemed like a pretty cool place. Thought I'd check it out. I kind of got bored a bit. I was working some fairly dull job. I thought I'd spice up my life a little.
Interesting.
And you'd hear Grinder yell at you from across the court. Hey, they got it.
Okay. I'd get up and walk over that way.
Finish eating.
All right. I'm a good craftsman. I cannot tell you what the chemical effects are of neurostun interacting with Nova Coke. All right?
Okay. Right.
Oh,
And
that's
also
gonna be interesting.
cannot-
Oh, shit.
I also can guarantee, though, that it's going to disperse in the air. So even when the neurostun is probably dissipated, there's just going to be floating Nova Coke in the air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
the mixed uppers and downers. Oh.
So maybe bring a gas mask.
Yeah.
I've got several. Need
Yeah,
any?
I will need one.
Yeah, you need them? Okay, give me 1 second. Let
Star
me just.
definitely already has one.
I need something
Probably
for
should get some.
lower face.
All right. Well, I've got
Out
some.
of character. Oh no. Oh, we have made a terrible mistake.
What did I tell you guys? What did I
Alright.
tell you?
I have
No one
military.
warned us with Nova Coke.
I have surplus ones that are 50 new yen each. Actually, no. He looks at the inside. No, sorry, 20 new yen each. And I've got modern ones, which are 200 new yen each.
That's the difference.
Well, the military surplus ones are before the millennium, and the modern ones I can guarantee will work.
Okay.
The surplus ones worked last time I used them. But, I mean, I'm being fully upfront with you. There's the options.
Yeah.
Should also probably let our companions know.
They told you they're gonna have gas masks because they know they're gonna be near the pop.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I don't know how this interacts. If this stuff remains active longer than it should and just floats on the wind, I don't know what happens. So just be advised. And he slides it across the counter. That's yours. And he grabs
Listen.
the modern gas mask and puts it on. Anyway.
Yeah, one modern gas mask.
Yeah,
Thanks.
all right. Here you go.
And I will add that to my list.
You sir, troll. You're gonna need gas
Yeah.
mask? Yeah? You want the old one or the new one?
Probably an old one. I mean, I'm not going to be standing too close to the thing when it goes off, right? I just need it in case.
Yeah, you
goes
will be.
well.
We're going to be running into that. Just letting you know. We're running straight into it.
Oh right. Actually, yeah, I'll take the expensive one then.
All right, here you go. All right,
Just
so
in
for both
case.
of you, you can just go into Chummer, go to gear, and look up gas mask.
Gas mask. Yep.
There it is.
Got it.
Either of you ladies?
Oh, I have. Thank you.
All right.
Not for me.
You're good? All right, cool. All right. Get that Geneva Convention shattering object out of my shop, please. And have a very nice day.
Fair.
And as soon as you
Right then,
guys are like 10 feet away, he takes the gas mask off.
I think he would put it in the Oh, go ahead.
Last thing, it's also 50 new yen for the assembly job you had him do. Actually putting the Nova Coke and the Neurostun together.
All right. Let's see.
Is Capjack paying for all of that?
Yeah, I guess he's like holding on to all that. Let's see. Assembly. Cool.
Star, roll your edge for me, please.
One there.
Okay, you see the dark elf security lady on the like she meets you on the stairs as you guys are headed out. Hi there.
So when she sees her, Star's demeanor changes a little bit. Like she smiles just like more than usual, like just slightly. She's, hi.
You still on that job? Everything gonna be clean? Just gonna double eyes each of you, right?
Well,
Should be.
we're hoping so. We have a plan.
All right. I don't.
Though, we have been warned that our distraction, which is slightly chemical in nature, could go wrong.
All right. Well.
Capjack is just staring at Star like.
Shut it.
She says, "All right. Well, as long as I don't get a call from the Yakuza, I don't care. So either kill no one or kill everyone."
That's the plan.
Well, that is already the plan.
Hi, Capjack. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I heard about you. Actually, I was there at the lineup.
Yeah, that we
she
we were talking with Simon. I
Yeah.
don't believe you've ever properly introduced.
No.
So, Capjack?
My name's, or I go by Allie.
Ali, lovely to meet you.
It's interesting to meet you. Not very many people have been in the city as long or for as little time as you have, and met Simon on terms that were agreeable. It wasn't necessarily friendly terms, but it ended well. Which is rare that a person would be here such little time and be able to do that. It's interesting.
I'm gonna look at Star like, yeah. Wonder how that happened.
Well, it was definitely interesting circumstances. Simon was perfectly lovely. And I do
Yeah.
hope we get to meet again, hopefully under even better circumstances in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I was already up when I got the call, and all's well that ends well, so it's all fine.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir? Pointing to Junker. I don't think I've seen you with this crew before.
Uh, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, well,
I'm
just
new.
just keep out of the way of Simon, and if you could, keep these fellas straight, and we'll be good.
Keep this one from tripping over wires.
See, that's rude.
I intentionally don't want to know any details of all that stuff, so leave me out of it. Other than that, have a nice day. Welcome to New Atlantis.
You as well.
Yeah. And avoid, or Star at least, avoid Sarah. She you weren't conscious for that encounter, were you? There's a very angry dwarf lady who she's one of the racers.
Yeah, I remember her.
She was asleep when she got called in to pick you up, so she's not she doesn't like you. And she's also just she doesn't like anyone, so
Yeah.
that's how that goes. Anyway, have a lovely day, and yeah, I hope I
Yes,
don't see
and
you
thank
for the
you for
rest of
that.
today, because else
You
things
will
could go
not.
wrong. Good. Have a good day. And she heads down
You too.
and begins to just berate one of the security guards down in the swap meet.
Why the hell did you say anything to her about the job? You don't say anything about the jobs. Like not even a little bit. Plausible deniability. That way, we can tell of whatever story we need to afterwards. Scheiße. Right then. Okay.
Sorry, Capjack.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just don't want you all to die.
Are we doing this or not?
This is a full-time job. Yes, we are doing this. This is. Do you have more than neurotoxin out of curiosity?
Right now, I only have the one.
You're in the place to buy more.
I'm going to go back to Grinder. With leaving the briefcase with them.
Okay.
Grinder.
Yeah.
So the neurotoxins that we had there, what kind was it again?
Just modern generic neurotoxin. I think Ares makes it.
Yeah, and it's a knockout toxin?
Correct. Unless there's an allergic reaction or a catastrophic overdose, it is guaranteed to not kill people. What you're doing there, I wash my hands of that. That's if that kills someone, I mean, you know what's going on.
Yeah. 1 second, I'm trying to... Where are the notes on what the neurotoxin I have is? Why do I not have that written down? Do you remember, do you remember the name of the one that I use in my spur?
No.
Not listed.
You didn't write it down as a note in it?
I thought I had.
Because what it would have been would have been a
Oh, is it a gear? No, it shouldn't be a gear. Maybe it's a gear.
yeah, it's gear. I believe we went for 7-7 or something. Nope, that's two. No, we just went for generic neurostun, I think. Do you want me to pull up the rule book on that one?
Right, there it is. Yep, neurostun 12R. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing.
It would be, yes.
Perfect. That's all I needed. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And
All right. Advice is free, I guess.
much appreciated. All right. So, getting back to the group, we need to go back to the safe house and test something.
Okay.
Can hurt.
If Valkyrie or Star, do either of you think you know what's going on?
Kind of.
Okay, I would activate your common sense that both of you have and say that maybe you should not do it at the loft, but instead should do it at the clinic.
I'd say, yeah. Like, we should actually probably take that to Scabs.
Right. He can test the chemicals. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. Let's
And
do
also
that.
save you if you start dying because you.
Yeah.
So, again, interrupt me if you want to do anything else. The four of you get back in the van and head off to Scab's clinic, which most definitely Valkyrie, Star, and Junker have not seen this place before. It's his new.
No,
No, you
Oh,
didn't go to
new
his
one.
new
You
place.
have
Okay.
the new one,
He has
yeah.
a new
his
place, which was most definitely just a straight up, like, either a morgue or a butcher shop.
Right. Right. Okay.
Now it's both.
Yay!
Junker, you would see a human man in a very old and dirty lab coat. He's got a lot of boxes everywhere. Looks like he hasn't like unpacked yet completely. But he's set up these tables for operations. He's got coolers and freezers and all kinds of shelves and stuff full of different vials. He sees the four of you come in. Hi there, Captain Nurse. Yeah, I
Scabs.
remember. I swear I remember your names.
It's okay if you don't.
I spent like 4 hours putting her face back together. I don't remember her name.
Stars.
Yeah,
Stars.
yeah, you. And what was your name?
I'm Valkyrie.
Yeah. You're not the same troll that I met before. What's your name?
I'm Drunker.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, Junkers, this is Scabs. It's the best talk around here.
Well, as long as no one else moves in. What can I do for you? What? Yeah, I can't hear you at all. Okay, we will. Why don't Valkyrie or Star or Junker instead relay to Scabs what they think might be the plan?
Okay, what I think the
Right
plan
then.
is,
Oh.
we need to make sure. Okay.
Sorry, the program crashed. Scabs, I was wondering if you could test two chemicals together and see what they do.
Yeah, all right. What kind of test? Like, what are you looking for? Are they gonna explode or what?
Yeah, they are going to explode. I know there's a word for when things explode and get in the air.
Aerosolize. I read
Yeah,
that
that's
one
the one.
yesterday.
Okay. Timely. So we have some Novacoke and we have some Neurostun. And what will they do when combined together in the air?
It's not as snortable as you would think.
One
Yes, but what
noted.
does happen?
Okay, so the Neurostun tries to put you to sleep,
Mhm.
and Novacoke tries to get you to sprint around on the coffee table. And instead, you kind of halfway between both and just have a seizure.
Oh.
Do you die though?
If you get too much of it, I would imagine you would. If you don't get any medical attention.
Immediately, or can it be a couple minutes?
Depends on the dose. But like, yeah, a person would probably sit in a seizure for like, I don't know, a minute or so. If you put if you gave them a stabilizing agent, no. You know what? They're actually likely to kill themselves by, yeah, here. Let me get you some slab. And he pulls out a syringe. This stuff, this is slab. Knocks a person straight out, paralyzes them. It's not a good, like, neurostun, because it's not fast acting. You definitely want to use neurostun if you just knock someone out. But this will shut him down. It will weaken his immune system, and it'll stop his metabolism. It should keep the guy from bonking his brains out on the floor, and should also keep whatever crazy stuff's going on in his stomach and in his head from fully cooking his brains until you can get him to retch it all out.
How
or bring him to
long
me.
will this? Yeah, we'll be doing that later today. So how long will it take before it aerosolizes before this starts affecting them?
It depends how well the guy intentionally snorts it or not. If it pops into the air and the guy just like breathes it in, 1 or 2 breaths will get him pretty dizzy, but I don't think it'll actually trigger it fully. So it'll kind of dampen down the neurostun, because the first breath is mostly going to be coke and he's not going to fully go down. So it'll kind of slow down the neurostun. But then after a couple more, he's going to start coughing, probably fall on the ground, and begin to kind of go. Yeah, I don't know, a couple seconds, a couple breaths, basically.
Good to know. Oh, this actually worked out a lot better than we expected. I like it.
Yeah, so if he seems to really be, like, kicking himself, just give him this. If he seems to be all right, it's better not to give him that. Because if he's got any kind of infection or anything, that'll make it worse.
Noted. Okay.
If he's done any janky tattoos and it's got hepatitis or anything, that'll make it worse.
Oh yeah, immunocompromised.
Yeah.
Understandable then. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it does. It shuts down his immune system. It's what street docs like myself use for surgeries. Yeah, no, it helps people accept cyberwell really well. But obviously it knocks you out, so it's not good for just everyday use. So yeah, there you go. What else? I mean,
I think
that's my theory on what is all gonna happen. If you want, I can get a hamster or something and try it.
yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea. Let's test it out.
All right. Anyone
Sorry,
who's
people that like animals character.
anyone who's squeamish might want to look away.
And what is the result of the testing?
Yeah. On a hamster, well, let me roll something.
Does it do what he said?
It does,
Okay.
but Scabs vastly overdoses it. Because he gives it like, a few drops of neurostun and a pinch of Nova Coke, which is probably enough to overdose it, even if it's only a single one of those things. Like only Nova Coke or only neurostun would probably kill it on this, but it does like go into a seizure like he described and die. Yes, sorry,
Cool.
sorry, hamster friend. Yeah.
Rest in peace. You will always be remembered.
I could pull off some mean jokes, but I won't. If you've ever seen The Simpsons,
Nope.
okay.
Just don't.
So,
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you never made it into Overwatch. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, let's move along. I want to kill some people.
Right then, let's go and get this done then. I guess we need to get in contact with the Black Masks.
Yep.
So who will call them?
I was thinking Capjack. Since he's the one who
That
kinda
seems to
hired
be
them.
every single response.
I'm sorry.
I'm thinking Capjack will do it.
Yeah, well, he's the one who likes to talk.
That's what he's good at. Right then.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Emil?
No. Emil's on the job.
Right.
This is Vic.
Hi, Vic. So we are getting ready to put the plan into action.
Mm-hmm.
Where should we meet the team to hand over the package?
We'll deal with the handoff. You bring it to us. We're 2 blocks away from them in our van.
Perfect. Quick note. They do have gas masks, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Something they need to be aware of. This mixture has the potential to cause seizures if you do not have a mask on. So
Got
they
it.
need to have a mask on.
How will they know when it's going to be activated?
I'm thinking we need to come up with a signal.
We can just give me a call, or we'll patch you into our network.
Sounds good.
Who's your tech?
Let me tap him into this call and just like pointing at Junker.
Hello.
All right, so you're now in a group call with the 3 of you. Hi there. All right, so I'm gonna send you a link to a node. Keep connected to this node. That'll keep you looped in on our communications. And so you send us the signal when the package is going to be detonated. Give me like 3 seconds to make sure the team can get their masks on and are ready. Because they obviously can't be wandering around undercover with masks on. So give us the notice. What should we do if they get exposed?
They will need slab, which we have doses of right here. Do we only have a single dose?
You didn't ask.
You want to roll?
You're still in the same room as Scabs. You can ask him.
Yeah. Hey, Scabs, how many doses does this have?
About 3.5.
Perfect. So there's 2 inside. Yeah, that works. We have 3.5 doses, so we have enough if necessary.
All right.
And then we will do an extraction of them because it will knock them completely out.
Okay.
And
Well,
then we will need to get them to Scabs immediately.
yeah, we got biomonitors on our guys, so if they get hit by it, we'll know, and we'll go into emergency mode, and we'll all bust in and get them out.
Yeah, and we already have a doctor on standby.
Right on. All right, is that everything? The plan for us, as far as we're aware, is we're going to set up outside, and we're a fire team, but we're taking them as they come out. We're not entering the building. That's what I last heard. Am I mistaken?
Yeah, there's the ones at the door, and we will be escorting out the team inside and grabbing the package and eliminating hostiles. And
All
if you want to have a couple guys up at the top of the stairs with us, we won't complain. If not, understandable as well.
Yeah, we'll play that last bit by ear.
Yeah.
All right. If that's everything, I'm gonna hang up. We got prep to do.
All right, Vic, I will talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, meet us and drop off the package whenever
Yeah.
you're ready. And hangs up.
All right, so it sounds like we're pretty much ready. We need to go meet them with the package here. Valkyrie?
Yeah.
This is out of character, but
Oh.
there's a communication gap that needs to be cleared up.
Yeah, I might be.
So, in character, if you want to solve this or not, but there's something we're missing that you need to tell me. So, I'll just go along. Never mind. Just
No, that makes no sense. I think that's going to be when we get to the whole thing. Okay, cool. So let's go meet up with the Black Mask.
All right. So again, you guys get in the van. Junker, how you feeling? Obviously, you've been keeping yourself occupied with your stuff. But you know, you've been seeing their prep. What are you thinking? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling nervous?
I'm guessing I haven't had too much experience with this stuff before to know what should be happening, like whether so fairly confident, but not a confidence built on knowing what's going on.
Yeah, that
Right.
makes sense. All right. Do any of you remark or note that he's not really like he's been there. He's not been like ignoring you, but he has been just kind of in the background, distracted for most of it. Because most of you are fairly observant people, as far as your dice tell me.
I think I noticed, but I don't really care.
Okay. That sounds
All
like
right,
Valkyrie.
So, Junker, you have much running experience.
Well, I've done a little bit of stuff. This is probably one of my first major operations, I guess. I don't know how major's major. I've like looked at a lot of stuff. I've kind of read up on this stuff a lot. So I know what I'm doing, hopefully, I think.
Right. Well, we've given you we've given you an important part of the process, which is going to be signaling the start of everything. And then once that happens, we'll go over this whole plan once we get to the Black Masks, just to be 100% sure we have everything locked in. But do you have any questions? Anything?
No, I know how to send messages and put things up, so I'm good.
Right, well, you know what? I actually truly appreciate your not needing to know all the nitty-gritty details. That is nice. So many runners just want to talk about every little thing that's around, but you can't. But you came in, you know what your job is, and I appreciate the professionalism. So thank you.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
He says, watching videos.
Yeah.
So is he like very distractedly
Well,
saying
immediately cuts to doing that afterwards.
Yeah, so he
at the
he
moment.
seems to pay attention to you. He's just like, yeah.
that?
Actually, here's a question for both of you. Would either of you have anything visibly indicating use or interest in BTLs on your exterior, like visible on the outside? Joker or Capjack?
No.
No?
Capcheck, he has the setup, so it's much of that as you can see.
Yeah. So you both have a data jack, but that's all you can see. All right. Cool. We're gonna do a quick little break. 10 minutes at most, and we'll be back in a little bit. So have a good one, everybody. We'll be back in just a minute. And we are live again. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Cool. Silverstorm, Death to Rocks just said hi in the chat.
Hi.
He's been listening in on us. It's a friend of ours.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
You are all in the van on the way to meet the Black Mask. They didn't actually tell you where. They just said 2 blocks away. So there is a kind of ring area where it potentially could be. So why don't you guys roll visual perception for me? Everyone can do that. If you go into intuition-based skills, you can roll perception. And if you have the specialization of visual, that counts. 3 from Capjack. I'm seeing 4 from Valkyrie, obviously. Star. What you got? 2. All right. Still pretty good. And Junker, let me know what you get.
I'm not sure there's any point rolling.
We've gotten some pretty good rolls. I just want to see if you got it. But while you're going along, you guys see even within this tiny area, it's not a huge area that you guys are scouting out looking for them. You guys pass through over a dozen territories of these little sub gangs that only own, not even a whole block, just like a side of a block, or just a floor in one of the apartment buildings is their territory. And you guys pull around. Junk review, figured that bit out.
I haven't got any dice in it. I've got a 0 in.
Okay. Yeah.
Perception.
Valkyrie, you had a question? I'm about to describe how you succeeded.
When we were going around, did I find a spot that seemed particularly good for me to hide out? Which roof I should be on?
Do you have a tactics knowledge skill or something you think would be applicable to pick any of these rooftops as particularly good?
Yeah, combat tactics, ambush.
Yeah, I think that all perfectly applies. Yeah,
Yeah.
roll that.
I got 2 hits.
2 hits. Okay, it's more where not to go. Obviously,
Okay.
you want the tallest building. You find that the building you guys are going to attack is the tallest in the area.
Okay.
But the second tallest is only 2 stories shorter than it. So
Okay.
should be pretty okay.
Well, which building has the broadest,
And that one
No, never mind.
hits, or sorry, not hits, but where you would be at would give you a view to 2 sides. So you'd be looking towards the corner. So you would see 2 sides of the building as opposed to a single side.
Okay.
So you get more view of the building and the interior and the top, as much as you can
Okay.
see. And Valkyrie and Capjack, you guys spot a dark van that seems to signal you, like its lights flash. And then you see right after you guys spot it, the surface of it changes and turns all red with a dragon, like a Japanese dragon design along the right side of it to disguise it. And you see the license plate shuffle and change to a different series.
Okay. Guess I'll point that out. I think that's our guys.
Yeah, let's get out.
Do you guys park just right next to them, or what do you do?
Little far. I would say we go down on their street
All right.
and then park and then walk back.
All right. And does everyone go?
I do.
I would go, but yeah, just to see if there's anything important I need to know.
Well, if you
before-
guys are going to do planning, you should probably all go. But if you're just dropping it
Yeah.
off, you only
No,
need
we're
one.
doing we're doing a final sit rep.
Okay, so everyone goes then?
Mhm.
Yeah? All right. So they open it up and you guys can get inside their van. It's a little bit tight with everybody in there, but it's good enough. You see there's a total of 5 Black Mask members. They're all wearing their black ballistic masks. One guy is not kitted up for combat very much. Like, he's still got his like combat vest and everything on, but he's like sat down at the computer that's on the wall and is going to be doing operations essentially for everybody. And you see the other 4 guys are fully kitted up with LMGs and like light LMGs, not super heavy duty stuff, but a lot of ammo because apparently it's supposed to be a sustained fight. All right, you guys got the package?
Yeah, it's right here. And pass over the briefcase. So here's how you open it. He
Yeah.
pops it open and shows them how it opens to display the Nova Coke inside and everything.
Right. Okay.
So, you were mentioning. So let's go over this from the top. So, your people will present it to the boss.
Yep.
I'm sure they will test it, which is to be expected. So, at that point, we will make a signal. You will need 3 seconds notice, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, Valkyrie, on the signal, we need 3 seconds before go. And same for you,
Okay.
Junka.
Yeah.
If something
so,
goes bad, if somehow they spot the thing when they test it or whatever, if stuff goes bad, if our guys slip up, they'll send us a signal back. We'll call out blue red to you guys. If we call that out, pop the thing right then, don't ask questions, and just know that stuff's gone sideways.
Okay.
Yeah. Valkyrie?
Instead of having my signal be looped through Junker and then through you, why don't we all have it connected to one? Because I know when it needs to go, and I'll be counting down from the 3. I'll go 3, 2, 1, now. Is that okay?
I think we, instead of doing a voice, we can just do solid tone. So beep, 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 and that'll be go.
It
'Cause random
doesn't
beeps
matter what
won't
it
be
is.
unusual.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, here. What we're gonna do, Valkyrie lady, you tell us when you're ready to go. Sorry, yeah, you tell your buddy when you're ready to go, and we'll sync you up so all of you can hear the beep. We'll have our system here time out a beep for everybody.
Yes, that's what I was
Perfect.
talking about. I'm sorry.
All right, so we'll loop Junker, we'll loop you in to the beep, and you press it when it's time. And Valkyrie, you fire when it's time. We'll make the countdown, and we'll know when stuff's going down.
Okay.
All right, so everyone gives us the thumbs up, and then we start the countdown.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So,
So,
Junker, you gotta loop her in onto the node that I gave you.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. After a few seconds delay of getting distracted and them realizing what's being asked.
All right.
you're 100% with us here, Junka.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Like, we can't have delays. I need to know that you're, like, right here.
Yeah, no, I'll pay attention and stuff. It's just this bit's less important, I guess. I mean, no, it is important. I'm giving my whole to this. It's just there's some really interesting cat videos and stuff, and yeah, no, I've turned it off.
Thank
That's
you.
fine.
I'll be interested to see those later, actually. But yeah, let's get in go time. Okay.
All right. So that's the plan for that. The next step is our guys will just do their best. They're ignoring everybody else unless they're forced to. They're dragging him down to you guys as soon as possible. If there's an elevator, they're using that. If not. They're using stairs. We haven't had contact from them yet because they're dark. I'll check with them if stairs or elevator work. So I'll let you guys know in a minute if that's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we have as far as surveillance on their end?
They've got cams on their gas masks for when things kick off, but they've been going all black till then. We
And
know.
what about? Go ahead.
Our surveillance has shown that they have taken control of the top floor suite. They use the rooftop for lounging, essentially. And the second floor from the top, they keep clean. Nobody lives there. They just keep it as a barrier to prevent anyone from assaulting them. So they've got some basic defensive measures in that one that the infiltrator should be aware of and should be able to get around. Yeah, and possibly even turn backwards to deal with any pursuers.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, if we're all good here, I need to go set up.
Well, let's just be sure. So, after they drag him down, or as they start, who is going in to meet them? That's what I last heard. Is some people are going to go meet them in the building. You?
That will be the three of us. Myself, Star, and Junker.
Okay, the three of you go to meet them and make sure that they get out safe. You guys follow the same thing. You guys keep them safe. They'll get him out of there. And you guys want to exit the building as soon as possible because you're home free as soon as you exit the building. The four of us will be set up in ambush positions and gun them down as soon as they exit the building.
Perfect. There's 16 of them in total, correct? Has that number changed?
As far as we're aware, there's still 16, although one of them may be in medically critical condition due to their own disputes.
That's helpful. Okay.
Yeah, the infiltrators have been attempting to encourage them today to indulge in as many drugs and other things today as possible so that they were as little prepped for combat as possible today. They've been trying to keep the guy in charge clean-ish, but we'll see how that goes.
All right. That could get really interesting. And yeah, this the chemical mix that we're going to have. We'll see what happens with that. Best case scenario, they will all start having seizures and die, and this is milk.
Yeah.
Possibly it will go very differently. So we'll be prepared for either direction.
Yeah. Well, if anything goes screwy, at any point, our plan is to immediately breach the building and charge up. We've got a general idea of the defensive stuff that's in the way, but it's not going to be an easy fight. What can we count on the three of you to charge with us?
Of course.
All right.
Without question.
And Overwatch, you're not moving. You're going to be there till this is all done, right?
Yep.
All right. We're counting on you guys, just as you guys are counting on us. Don't bug out on us or anything.
No, we're here till this is over. 100%.
All right. Well, we're going to do the drop-off. I'm going to do the drop-off and get as much info as I can from the infiltrators before this starts. You guys go get yourself set up.
Yeah. How long do we have, do you think?
It's up to you guys. I'm going to do the handoff in about 5 minutes. And it's till you guys give the green light and start the countdown. We'll wait here all day.
All right. You just gonna look around at everybody. Anything before we go? Questions, comments, concerns? It's all good still.
I'm good.
I think I should be good.
Junker?
No problems. I'm good.
All right. Dozen. Let's do this thing.
All right. So let's do this. Let's start with Valkyrie, because you're going off on your own.
Yep.
You've picked out the building you're headed out to. Do you just...
And that's the tallest building, regardless of how far away it is.
It's the tallest building within close area. You can use your last roll and have picked out a different building if you're going farther. I was, for some reason, assuming you wanted one that was really close.
No, like, I have a sniper rifle. They
Yeah.
can go long distances.
You would have to go a good way away, far enough that you would be getting a -2 penalty, but
Okay.
you would be so high up that even the buildings surrounding this building wouldn't be in the way, and you would get a clear view on nearly everything.
If I
Yeah.
got another good roll?
No, just with the roll you had. Or
Okay.
you can take the other option that I gave you that is close by, so there won't be other buildings in the way, but you will be way, way closer. And you will be 2 stories lower than the top floor of your target building.
Can I get
But
anywhere in
only 2
between?
sides visual.
Yeah.
Can I get anywhere in between?
No, the rest of the ones in between are not tall enough, so all those buildings that are near your target building will be in the way.
Okay. Is the one that's far away gonna be, like... It's gonna take me more time to reach there?
You have all the time in the world. You can get there. That's not a concern.
Okay.
The only concern would be if you need to like get to them fast, like get back to the scene quickly.
Okay.
Do you have your drone with you?
That's what I was thinking, is like I could definitely use my drone, but then I'd be super obvious. Like, what is that over there? So-
With that one, you could set yourself up in a medium place, in like a medium distance, and just really high up,
Okay.
because you can pick your altitude with that thing.
In that case, yes, I'll pick a building that's in between and get my drone over to me.
Okay, so we're not gonna worry about the tedium of going and fetching it.
Well, I thought it would just come to me.
I don't think it can navigate itself just to you
Oh,
from like
I thought it could.
inside of,
Sorry.
or yeah, you'd have to bring
That's
it.
I'm
why I
so
didn't
glad
worry
you
about it.
packed it in the van.
Yeah, you guys have all day. I'm not gonna worry about that. That's fine.
Okay, I'm
Um,
sorry.
So you can set yourself up anywhere now. Do you want to be
Okay.
above a building? So even
Yeah.
though the building you're set up above is not, it itself is not optimal, it's got buildings in the way. Once you rise up above it on your drone, you'll be able to, yeah, you'll
Yeah.
be good. Okay.
Yep. That's what I
So
want to do.
that will leave you about about 18 meters off of the roof of that building.
Okay.
So be aware of that.
Yeah. Don't fall.
Yeah, don't fall. And you will get a -1 penalty due to distance
Okay.
as opposed to 2.
All right.
All right. The rest of you. How are you guys going to prep?
Star's going to check her gas mask, and she has one with a respirator attached, making sure it's that all that works.
Mhm.
And then when she puts it on, she like makes sure to pull up her hood, and she like tightens the straps on her gloves and zips up her jacket.
Right?
Capjack is going to, make sure all his motorcycle armor and stuff is on, helmet's on with gas mask underneath of it, and just, test that out, make sure microphone and everything's working with that, and just, do quick tech test, test all his cyberware, and yeah. And then after that,
With the operations
watch cat
guy,
videos.
the operations guy will run a test with Valkyrie and Junker, make sure that they can hear. So, all right, I'm going to run a test countdown. Everybody ready? Boop, boop, doo-doo. Is that good?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. That was a test. We'll
So when I give you the signal, you
Yep.
start the countdown.
we're waiting for a green light from Valkyrie and Junker before we kick off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and all of our troops are kitted up. Intel is that the elevator is on lockdown. It will not move, unless it can be busted open or overwritten. It's standardly not supposed to be used. Other than that, there are some very basic booby traps on the second to top floor, but they're designed to be easily walked around if you know they're there.
Do we have locations?
What was that?
Do we have locations of them?
Yeah. So they said that the top step getting onto the second to top floor, there's a pressure plate on the last step there. They said, don't touch any of the couches or beds. Just don't touch any of them. The stove has some kind of claymore in it. And the red tile on the floor that is two red tiles away from the stairs going upstairs is also a pressure plate. As all the ones they could find without actually activating any of them. So if you actually get there, still keep your eyes out.
What's that? Do we want to try and override the elevator right before it's go time?
If you've got a good decker, you can do that.
Junker, it's on you. You think you can do that?
I could give it a go. I don't know.
All right. So if you're going to fully enter the Matrix to try and do some hacking, we'll try and make this quick because hacking can take a long time if you let it. So are you going in regular? Or are you going cold? Or are you going hot?
Probably hot, I think.
Okay. So that means you get a +4 dice modifier to any actions when you're in the Matrix. And you feel the Matrix. You can taste it, touch it, and smell it. But also, if there's someone who will fight you in there, which is not likely around here, they can actually hurt you. So going in, why don't you roll me a scan, which is let me just double check that. Let me pull this up. All right. That scan is a computer. Is it a computer? Yeah, it's computer action. So roll me computer, please. With a +4 dice because you're going in hot.
12 in total then.
Yeah, so for those who aren't aware of... Oh, sorry, you ready?
Yeah, 4 hits.
4. Nice. Okay, cool. So
Nice.
you scan, obviously trying to ignore the stuff that's not important. You're ignoring the other buildings, but you get a scan and you get a blip for every single comm link, every single cell phone, television, and thermostat in the whole building. You just got a whole bunch of them, but you know to just ignore all the unimportant ones. And you find that there is a central node that is pretty beefed up, not extremely terrifying, but kind of beefed up firewall protecting the main building node. But you also see that it is connected to the comm link of 3 other people. One of those people, it says, is about 60 meters away from the node, and the other one is 61 meters away from the node, and the other one is 2,075 meters away from the node. So whoever that other person is, he's probably not in the building. He's some offsite person. So those are the 3 people who have their comm links connected to that node. So if you broke into theirs, you could hop out of theirs and just skip the firewall and get into the main node.
Okay. Would it be easier to try and get through the firewall or to go into their comm link?
It would definitely be better to hunt down an individual, take down their comm link, and go through their comm link. If it has security codes in it to just get past the firewall, you don't even have to bother with the firewall. So pick which one you want of the 2 people, or sorry, 3 people. The scan tells you that 2 of them, the one that's really far away and one of the ones that's close, are just have like generic names on them, like the same name that when they bought them. So it's just a generic like Sony cell phone or whatever, but it's, of course they don't have that. It's just like a
Renrico.
Renrico Dodger 7 or whatever, and with just a bunch of numbers afterward. But one of them says Jacker 5 is the actual name for it, and that's one of the guys in the building who are connected to it. So take your pick of who you want to hack.
Okay, I think I'm probably going to go for the guy outside of the building
All right.
if they're still connected.
All right. You can roll a exploit if you would like to try and get in stealthily. If you fail, they have the potential to catch you and try and shut down their comm link. Or you can attempt to go in.
What test is
loud.
this?
So that sorry, yes,
Or what skill?
I forgot to tell you that it's not cyber combat; it is hacking. Roll hacking for me, please.
Good. I'll load the skill soft for that. Or I'll loaded all of those beforehand.
Yep.
7 dice. Do I still get the +4?
You do.
Nice.
6 hits this time. That's
What?
pretty good.
6
Ooh.
hits.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll his
Exactly
firewall,
what I
but there's no way that it's gonna hold you off.
Yeah, 5 of those were 6s.
Holy
That
crap!
was some
Yeah,
very
no,
high rolls.
he got 1 hit. So you own his comlink now. So you see the things you would have in a comlink. You see contacts, photos, all this stuff. You can and you find where he is connected to it. Apparently this guy is some kind of maintenance guy who shows up like once a month to just make sure everything works. So on there he has codes that aren't remote. You have to punch them in manually. But he's got the code to turn the elevator on. And you can copy that down. It is 812 625. Got that?
Sorry.
812 625 is the code.
12,
Pretty good.
620.
Sweet. Yeah. So you got that out of his comlink. Is there anything else you want to do to this guy while you're here? Or do you want to leave this poor maintenance dude alone?
Does I'm in his comm link?
What was that?
Would he know if I'm in his comm
Nope.
link or not?
No, you got through perfectly. He has no clue.
I'm alone.
Yeah, if you want to leave him
And,
alone, you can,
I'll,
or you can hunt for info that might be useful in some other way.
Ooh. I'll let people know, I guess, that we've got this manual code, and I can. Or should I keep searching for a remote access or manual code 12625? Is that good enough? Or
I mean, that should be alright. Unless you can find anything else that would be useful for that location. Alternative, that's for the elevators. Is there a maintenance elevator that might not be on the map? Or maintenance access, things like that.
Oh yes. Do I know what elevator it's for? Is
The
that
code you
for all
have
elevators?
is the code you have is for the regular elevator, like the central, just everyone uses elevator. If you want to look for blueprints in it, you can use your browse program, which is a data search role.
To search would be 8 dice. Then I'm still getting the +4.
Yep.
It's
How many?
How many?
4 hit.
4 hits. Nice.
4.
Yeah, you hunt through and you pull up. You have a list of all of the blueprints of all of the buildings that he does maintenance on. This one does not have a maintenance elevator, but it does have a access ladder, or a maintenance tunnel, basically, that goes along the corner of the building. So inside of the building, there's a tunnel sort of thing that allows him to go into the basement where all the heavy electrical stuff is, as well as he can go all the way to the top in case he needs to do maintenance on the actual elevator. So there's a tunnel that with a ladder to go up there. Access to it, there is an access every other floor. Every even floor. And so the top floor is an odd floor. So it would be on the second from the top would have an access, and then 2 down from that would have access. Yeah. The padlock is just it's a tiny little like code lock and has the same code as the elevator to open it. Yeah. So that's what you learn from there, as well as you're able to just copy down all the blueprints, so you have a thorough blueprint of at least how the building was made originally. Doesn't note down any modifications that were made afterward.
Oh, they have access to a maintenance shaft. How tall is this building again?
This building is 31 stories tall.
We're still in the van with the black masks, right?
Correct.
Do you have any rappelling equipment?
Yeah.
Why don't we attach something in that shaft, and that way we can drop down quickly?
How do we want to deploy that? Should one of us sneak in there and risk blowing us, or should we have one of the infiltrators do it?
I mean, I think if we have someone who is perfectly good at sneaking. Star.
Yes. I
All
can
right.
do it.
All right, so we'll give everyone repelling equipment, and what you got to do, and they hand you a cable. It's really thin looking cable. And here, this'll drill it into the ceiling. Just hit that button, that'll activate it, and just set it up. That's all you got to do. Just get in there, get to the top of the tunnel, drill it into the ceiling. That's all you got to do. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, so you got to go in there before everyone else. Is that how it's going to go, or are you going to do it on your way up?
I'll go in first then.
All right.
You mentioned that there is a basement in there. Is there a spare uniform, perhaps? Can you see, like, in his... if there's a maintenance closet where we could grab a uniform for her?
Junker, that wouldn't be noted down anywhere, whether he does or not. It does say that in the blueprints, it does just have a closet marked out in the basement, says tools and stuff. So, maybe.
okay, there's this closet for tools and stuff, but it might have what you want.
Star, do you want to check there real quick?
Yes, I can. That's Cantor's.
All right. So, Star, you get out and head towards the building.
Yeah.
You see up front, you see two humans. One is sat down on a cinder block with a katana laid on his lap. And the other one is not too safely looking and kind of messing around with his SMG, kind of looking inside the barrel and checking out, just flipping the safety back and forth, just feeling it out. And they're standing in the way of the doorway, but they're not like aggressive, but they are standing in the way.
I was gonna say, I also make sure to that I'm not wearing my gas mask stuff.
That's good. That's smart. Hey, lady.
Did we get the name of the maintenance person?
Larry Stevenson.
Cool.
Hi.
What you doing here?
Visiting a friend real quick.
Right. Do you want to roll maybe one of your charisma skills? Because they seem keen on perhaps grifting you.
Okay.
For you to enter.
Which one do you want?
I think etiquette would actually be good to pretend that you have been here many times.
Alright. Yeah, I got all of them, so etiquette will work. 3 hits.
3 hits. Yeah, you just like, oh yeah, nice, and just start walking, and they're just like, not worth it. And you head by. You see the front area is kind of this maybe community area, almost like front office sort of thing, but no one works here anymore. Nobody keeps the front office or takes off the old crap that's no longer applicable off the bulletin board. It's just covered with stuff that's probably none of it is relevant. You see, similar to the building you went in before, to the right there are stairs up, and to the left there are stairs down.
I want to go to the maintenance place. I think I'll go down. Try to find the maintenance.
All right. Down there, you find just this big area. You see a large, looks like some kind of transformer or something that like managing the power. There's some kind of water pump, some basic sewage processing before it goes out to go mooch off the commons sewer system. But you do see all this through some like metal bars or some kind of thinnish metal grate, preventing you from going actually in to the maintenance area with a lock, like a door lock there, in front of you. So you can see all this. You can see that there's this big wide locker up against the wall and stuff, but there's this
Okay. Can I pick that?
Absolutely.
Hey.
Do you have lockpicks or do you have an auto picker?
I have a lock.
All right. Why don't you roll your locksmith skill if you got it? You do have that skill, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Glitch with 1 hit.
Okay. Let me check its resistance. Holy crap, it rolled really good. So, you don't break your tools, but you stick the tool in, you hear clink, and you hear somebody upstairs say, what was that? And start slowly walking your way. Ooh, what's that noise? You have time to try again.
Yeah, I think I will.
All right.
2 hit.
2 hits. All right, let's give it another. All right, yeah. It got 2 hits as well. So that's a net 0. Nothing bad happens, but you don't manage to get it. It's not a hyperly complicated lock. It's just kind of old and rusty, and your thin, like, precise tools are having trouble moving it. Like, you're thinking it would be difficult to turn this thing even with a key. You hear the guy coming down the stairs. You can either turn and, like, intercept him, or you can give it another shot, or anything other crazy plan you can think of.
Oh boy. Don't have a crazy plan. I'm assuming there's nowhere that I could hide.
Not really. You're in this, like, tiny area. Like, basically they took a tiny corner of the room and locked it off so that nobody could just walk down the stairs into the maintenance area. But yeah, so it's not very large area.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think I want to try again, and I want to spend my edge to explode the die.
All right, so turn on the roll of 6 on the dice roller. So it will, any 6 that you roll, you'll keep that hit, and then you get to roll that die again and possibly get more hits. So give it a shot.
And I still only got 2 hit.
Okay, well, let's see how this goes. You make it in.
Finally.
Pop it open. Just as you close it behind you, I assume.
Yes,
The man steps down into the area. You see a skinnier orc, kind of a shorter guy, walk in. Hey, what are you doing down here?
Nothing. I'm new. Supposed to start the damn lock was stuck.
Wait, where's Larry?
No idea.
You want to roll?
Channel to us.
You want to roll con, please?
Oh yes, definitely want to roll con.
Fast talk applies on this one.
Awesome. Three hit.
All right, well, let's roll this guy. Oh, okay. He did not roll good. All right. Bye. It's heads back upstairs.
Have a nice day.
He rolled bad.
Good.
And you are, yeah.
Yeah, I want to try to find a uniform.
Down there you find in the locker, which is not locked, thank goodness. You find a uniform. It's a little bit big for you, but it's all right. And you also find that the access tunnel connects to this basement room. So you can get in there from here. You see that it's a tiny little, it's like a dumbwaiter sort of door, but a bit bigger, enough that a person could squeeze in there. A troll would have trouble, but maybe could. It's got a little keypad on the right side of it, so the metal shutter is currently down. Do you enter the code?
Yes.
All right. When you enter the code, let me roll something. Yeah, okay. You open it up. There's nothing there. And the shutter pulls itself up, and you enter into this very dark, little skinny tunnel that goes all the way up 32 floors, since you're in the basement, upward. And there's a ladder on the wall to climb up there. Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure to close the shutter behind me.
Okay.
And
There's a little red button to shut it. Yeah.
and hit that, and then I start climbing.
All right. Could you roll me your body times 2? Because climbing a ladder 32 stories up is exhausting.
2 hit,
2 hits. You take it like a champ.
which is good because I only was rolling 2 dice.
Oh my god.
My body is 1.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. So you get
That
up
is really impressive then.
to the top, set the drill up there, and could you roll me auditory perception while you're up there?
1 minute. Alright. Two hit.
All right. You hear upstairs, you hear a boombox going. Some heavy music of some kind playing, shaking the walls. You just hear excessive partying going on, and you are right now parallel with the top floor. But it feels like it's coming from above. So whatever's going on, this partying that's going on, appears to be on the roof. But you set that up, and if you want, you can rappel down it to go down easier. And yes, a Valkyrie.
I would notice this, right? That people are on the
Absolutely.
roof?
You would see that there's a party. They appear to have set up like some kind of party that's kind of divided between the rooftop and the top floor.
Okay.
There are more than 16 people. Probably something more like 40 people.
Okay. Can I pick out the ones that are related to the gang?
They're very obvious. They're
Okay.
very easily marked out, like definitely those guys.
Is the boss on the roof or
The boss is on the
top?
rooftop. Yep. He's seated in kind of like a pseudo throne made out of some fancy couch.
Okay.
And you can see one of the black masks standing next to him, trying to get him to not take more beta meth.
Okay.
And you see that the simply put, debauchery is quite excessive there.
Okay. Great.
So we have a comm link, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know. So them being on the roof could be a problem.
What do you
Not
mean on the
really.
roof? On the roof?
The wind could blow away the gas before it does what we want it to. It would
No,
be
no,
better
back
if
up
they're
to
in
the
the
part.
room.
What do you mean they're on the roof?
They appear to be having a party on the roof. I can hear the music above me.
Yep, they're on the roof.
How many of them are on the roof at the moment?
I can count, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know.
Roll logic.
Come on now. That's supposed to be like I should know because
Yeah,
I
no.
know.
Including the boss, but not including the Black Mask guys you have infiltrating. There appears to be maybe 7 of them on the rooftop, and the rest are somewhere down below. It's harder to see because there's other people in the way, but yeah.
Okay, then I'd let the team know that there's 7 up top.
All right, 7 up top. There's a 9 in the room. Okay. We can work this out.
Valkyrie, I'm gonna activate your Star. I'm gonna activate your comment. Oh no, Valkyrie's the only one who knows this. Your common sense would tell you, Captic does not know that there's anyone other than the gang there.
Oh, okay. I just say also they invited guests.
What? How many?
40?
There's 40 people here.
Yes, there's other people here.
Okay, do we have the Black Masks looped in on our call?
No. But you're in the van, so you can talk to them
Yeah.
whenever you want to, but you don't have to.
Right. So I guess talking out loud and also in our call, Vic, there is 40 total targets up there currently.
Targets?
Okay. That's
Target.
kind of... I don't think we can take down that many people.
No, we can't. Are they gang members?
No, not all of them. Right?
So
Valkyrie, do you want to roll... just roll perception for me.
Okay.
Visual perception, of course.
3 hits?
Yeah. As far as you can tell, these guests are just guests.
Okay.
They're just
Then
people.
I'd tell them that. Yeah. They're just people.
Of course, Vic is right next to Capjack. He sees that. He doesn't know what made him go like that. He's like,
they're civilians.
ah, crap.
Yeah. Oh,
That sounds like a lot of collateral damage.
that's not acceptable levels of collateral damage.
What's that, like 4 to 1? That's not good.
Why are we assuming that we're gonna kill them all?
Well, if the explosive goes off in the room, all those people will likely die.
Not all of them.
Especially if it's a shooting. Okay. Lots of. Okay. I have no problem killing.
The
the gang
explosion
members,
is gonna
not
go
the-
off on the roof, right?
Well, we would like it to go off in the room where it's contained and we can be able to grab them easier. One.
Okay. But we still have the option. From my point of view, I see it as we can easily just go up a floor. I guess you're right, bringing him down would be better, but like we can just pick out the ones that we want. We can just avoid shooting the civilians.
Civilians panic. And it's just not to say that the civilians are unarmed, either. Especially if there's this kind of a party. There's a
Okay.
high chance of lots of collateral damage, and that's unacceptable.
Then I guess it's up to somebody to talk to the boss to figure out how to separate these two groups. Or we don't do it at all.
I mean, we
It's
can try to wait them out?
Um,
We can be here all day. We can be here all night.
it's true. We can't wait. And they won't deliver the package until we give them signal. Okay. Yeah, I would say let us wait. You know what we can do? Junka, are you able to get a hold of the people, the civilians in that area? Could you perhaps peel them off with messages from family members or work or things like that that will slowly reduce the number of them in the unit?
I could give it a go. I'd need to get into this properly, I think. It will take some time, but I could probably get rid of them slowly. Yeah.
All right. For that, what we're gonna do is have you do an extended test because that's just a mass of people. Some people you'll not succeed. They'll have turn their phones off or they're ignoring them or whatever. But you'll get some of them. So why don't you roll me exploit as an extended test? So what that is for every minute that goes by, you roll all of your dice, count all the hits, and hold on to those, and then every minute after that, you roll all of your dice -1, and you keep going until you decide you're done rolling and you're happy with the amount of hits you have. Because as you go down, you get closer and closer to possibly crit glitching. So you pick how far you want to go. Just tell me how many times you went, and let me know when you're done with that. Vic grabs Capjack. Is like, all right, I'm only hearing half of this. What's going on? What's the plan?
All right. I think the plan is going to be we're going to delay. And we're going to try and slowly peel off the civilians with messages from Junker here.
All right.
And try and reduce the number of civilians there because I don't want a civilian bloodbath. That's not what I sign up for.
All right. And
Not
then
my style.
when this party burns itself out, when people get tired of it, it feels like it's dying. Then we go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that'll make the delivery of the package way easier. No one's gonna think twice about a package of Nova Coke. All right.
But that will allow your people to delay delivering it until they're ready.
Valkyrie, with your 3 perception hits that you got before, you see the crowd part just a little bit, not very much because there's not a ton of room, but part a little bit, and a woman in what appears to be perhaps like a silk dress, flanked by 2 very gruff looking guards, move through the crowd towards the gang leader.
Okay.
And begins to have a conversation with him, which you obviously can't hear.
Okay.
But he is talking to her, not necessarily aggressively, but not kindly. He's with some sort of disdain. You can tell from his face.
I'd let the group know that there's a visitor.
Can we get ears on that? Junker, would you be able to perhaps hack a comlink?
Junker, where are you at with all your rolls?
All right.
Yeah. Sorry. What do I need?
So you're rolling exploit, and you choose how many times you roll it, because every time you roll, you take 1 die away from it. So if you have 8, you roll your 8, take 1. So then you take 1 away, and then you roll 7, and on until you think you want to stop. Because if you go super low, you'll end up crit glitching. So,
okay.
You roll however many you want till you feel comfortable with stopping, and then you tell me how many hits you got after that. While we're doing that, actually, Star, you can roll auditory perception to see if you can hear what's going on.
1 hit.
1 hit. You hear the voice. You can tell that the person is speaking in English, and that the gruff male voice that's speaking back to her, so the lady is speaking in English, and the gruff male voice is speaking back to her in Japanese, and they're having just a straight conversation with no translator.
I can't tell what he's saying.
No, you cannot. You can't tell what they're saying. You just get the general idea of the voices with 1 hit through walls and while a party is going on.
I can't hear enough to tell what they're saying, but it sounds like one of them speaking English, the others speaking Japanese.
Junker, you ready on your side?
Yeah.
Right on.
I rolled 4 times and got 17 hits.
Oh my god!
right. So you hack in, you copy old texts
5,
from people.
3, a 4, and a 5.
Yeah, nice. Wow. You copy texts from people, like past texts where someone says, "Oh, you gotta come
sorry.
home now." Just what's that?
Yeah. Was that included? That was including the +4.
It was, yes. As long as you're still in hot, yeah.
Okay.
Um, you'd copy in text from old conversations. You'd do what you can to get people going away, and you also have most of the random people there. You have access to their comlinks. So if you turn it on, you can choose to listen in on one of the comlinks and listen in on the conversation that's going on.
Okay. Yeah. I'll listen into a few things then.
Yep.
Move around between people's comlinks so I get a rough idea of what's going on.
Yeah. So you get to listen in. You hear the lady speaking to him, saying, "Your aggressive attitude has been taken into account, and it has slowed your progress some. But if you can complete this job for us, you will be full members." Now I will be going on my way. And Junker, does your character speak Japanese?
No.
Okay. You hear him respond in some way, kind of more calm. He's been
Do
speaking
you
in a
have
bit
it
more.
open?
He could choose to broadcast it to someone if he wants to.
Yeah. That seems like a good idea. I'll do that.
All right. So the team can hear the conversation.
Yeah, I'll be
Those who can speak Japanese
Casting it.
hear the guy say, "Thank you for your consideration. It's been a long time coming for us. We won't let you down, princess."
Okay.
And she says, "Thank you. We'll be on our way." And Valkyrie would observe her leaving off the rooftop, and Junker would note that you can't hear her anymore. But Junker would get the general vibe, and if everyone's ready to just wait and let the party burn itself out, Junker can listen in and tell how that's going, and Valkyrie can watch and tell how that's going. It takes several hours, but since a bunch of people just kind of up and left, it's less exciting to be there, and people burn out sooner. They're less interested. Some people try to make up for the people that left, but that just burns them out individually even faster.
You said this would take several hours.
Yes.
Can Junker find any information on what job this is? This mysterious job that they're supposed to complete?
How would either of you plan on doing that?
Like, does the boss have a comlink?
probably I could try that. It'd probably be more secure.
Yeah, it'll definitely be more secure, but you can give it a shot if you want to roll exploit on him. Do you want to do it quiet or do you want to do it loud? And just bust in, get what you need, and run away.
Probably quiet.
All right.
Yeah,
Then
'cause-
go ahead and roll exploit and make sure to include the +4.
Okay. Exploit will be hacking.
Yep.
Yeah. And +4 you said.
Yep.
Okay, 3 hits.
All right. Let's see what we got.
You can re-roll your misses.
Do you want to do that before I roll his defense?
Sorry, what was that?
If you spend your edge, you can re-roll the dice that didn't hit. Do you want to do that before I roll his defense, or do you want to just go with what you got?
It's probably
That's
worth it.
my only edge, but that's probably worth doing.
Now you don't hit a negative next to that, right?
You hit the negative, not next to your, not on the common area where you've got all your stats lifted out. You do the negative underneath your health bar.
Condition monitor.
Yeah,
Cool.
on the condition monitor.
Yep. So you're gonna do that.
Gotcha, okay. That's that spent.
So on the
Still
dice
says 3
roller,
hits.
there is a reroll failures. 1.
Yeah, I did that. It still says 3 hits.
Oof. All right. Let's see. I get 5 hits. So you are rebuffed. He is going to roll to see if he notices that was happening. Losing some dice for the amount of drugs he's taken tonight. And he rolls 2 hits on 2 dice. He shuts his comlink off. He doesn't know what 100% was going on. He thinks he probably is just picking up like some trash pop-up ads or something, but he just shuts his comlink off.
Okay. So we won't figure out. All right.
Yeah, everything's fine.
You know what? This will be
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Because you know what's gonna happen is we're gonna bring him to the Ruby Eyes, and then the Ruby Eyes will do this mission that these guys were supposed to do, and then they become full members. It'll be fine.
The rubies, but yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right,
Sure,
so
why
you
not? And
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say time passes, so if you guys have anything you want to do in the meantime, let me know.
Nope.
Nope. All right. The party finally burns itself out, and not all guests have left, but no guests are still awake.
Okay.
There are still some littered, laying around on the floor and on the couches and the beds, on the rooftop.
How many?
And
Oh, good on the rooftop.
and in the main floor, or in the room. Valkyrie can count that on the rooftop. There are like 3 people, and then in the building appears to be 5 civilians who have passed out or otherwise
Okay.
gone to sleep.
Are all of the gang members together?
Yes. The boss is he's still on his throne thing, and he's drowsing a little bit. Like, he's not asleep, but he's kind of sitting there, playing a game on someone else's phone. And both of the Black Mask members they look like they are passed out. Like, one of them's leaning against the throne, and one of them is laying down in the room below, just laying down. No, he's on the rooftop as well, laying down near the little jacuzzi. And you can count one gang member is awake in the room, not on the rooftop, and no one other than the gang leader is awake on the rooftop.
Okay. I would tell the group, well, I could just get him now from right here. But I'm guessing we want to wait.
Well, do you have a clean shot to the guard? Would it
To
break
the-
any glass? Can you?
Oh, the one that's
Yes.
still awake down there?
Hmm?
I'd have to break a window, right?
Yeah.
But would that halt my bullet from hitting its target?
Nah.
So I'd say yeah, I can get him.
All
But you
right.
said it would break a window.
I would have to break the window, yes.
You do have stun bullets, though, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Can we get a signal to Vic? Can we get the signal to the team inside?
Yeah, give him 1 second. Real quick, Star, did you stay there at the top of the ladder the whole time, or did you rappel down?
I would have rappelled down.
So where are you in the van with Capjack and Junker?
Oh man. No, I wouldn't want to go back all the way back out to have to go back in.
So you're just hanging out in the maintenance room?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can get a message to them. It's got to be short.
Makes a message. Take out God silently. Why don't we just do this ghost style?
All right.
Works for me. If we
We
have
can-
to, we can always blow the package to cover our tracks.
Be aware that we are being paid for each dead gang member. So if you're going to do this quietly, might as well rack up the kill count while you can.
Yeah. So the plan would be we stun the boss with your shot, Valkyrie.
Okay.
They take out the god at the same time, and that leaves everything quiet and asleep, and then we slit throats.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be an expensive therapy bill for the civilians when they wake up, but
Yeah.
and if it all goes to hell and it doesn't go as quietly as we expect, then we will yeah, we have the package as a backup.
So, Valkyrie, through your scope, you would see the guy that's leaning against the black mask that's leaning against the jacuzzi, pulls out his comm link and looks at it, and then slowly gets up and then heads down to the top floor off of the rooftop where he was at, and heads over to the other guard and begins to kind of chat with him. And then he taps the guy on the shoulder and points at you, Valkyrie, and gets the guard to look towards you, and then jabs him in the neck with a knife.
Okay. I'm guessing at that moment I would have to shoot the boss.
If that's what you're gonna do, why don't you roll
Yeah.
me your dice? And
I do have a
wanna give us
silencer
a
on it.
head?
yep, you're silenced,
I have a
and
Do you
Okay.
want to give us a heads up?
yeah, I guess.
and also you will have been able to take all 6 aim actions, so you'll get a +6 to your roll because you've been prepping this shot the whole time.
So +6, but -1.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm rolling 20 dice.
Come on.
Alright, that is 8 hits.
8 hits. That is enough for 2 successes. He is not able to dodge or anything. So he gets to roll his meager armor against a headshot like that. He deflects 2 of the stun damage, but he will be taking I'm just gonna say double damage because it was double critical. How much damage would that be? -2 from the armor the damage he negates.
6. Well, 6, normally it's 8.
So double
Minus two
that,
is 6,
then
and
minus
then
2.
it's 12.
So he takes 14 stun damage, which knocks him out instantly. Yeah, he's down. And then instantly the black mask who was next to him stands up and pulls out a knife and stabs one of the other gang members that was next to him. And they're just gonna do that unless you guys intervene in any way, if you want to.
I'm gonna keep count.
Yeah, you count them. Okay. Yeah, they execute everyone. I guess. I think. Let me roll some stealth rolls to
Besides
be
the
sure everything's
civilians?
going. Yeah, besides the civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they roll some decent hits versus the hit of drugged out, passed out people. Yeah. You guys watched the job be done for you, I guess.
We need to pay these
Oh.
guys.
I want to make sure I go back up to the top to be ready, I guess, to grab the package and take him out of there.
Okay. You guys would all hear on the network that you're patched into, the team network. We've got him, and Valkyrie would see this. We've got him. We're moving off of the rooftop, and they would both move together down one floor. So they're out of the main floor. They're now in that in-between floor that's defensive. Where are we going?
I'm
Maintenance
ready for the
hatch.
package.
Is it open, or should we open it?
Star?
Can I open it from the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll open it from the inside and say it's open.
Right on. All right. Let's tie up the package and rappel. And so
Yep.
they
When
all,
I see them meet up. Sorry.
yeah, they start to zip down. Valkyrie, you did your count, and you would count that they have executed only 12. That there's
Okay.
some short.
Okay.
And actually, Valkyrie, roll visual perception for me with a +2 because you got a really good vantage point. And Star, roll auditory perception for me.
6 hits.
6 hits. Star, what do you got for me?
2 hit.
2 hits. That's also pretty good. Star, you kind of hear this, though you don't know 100% what it is. And Valkyrie, you see this. You see a Humvee of some kind peeling down the street towards the building to kind of like end up right about the entrance to the building. And you see 2 more coming from different directions headed towards the building.
Does anybody hear that? Sounds like we
Yeah.
got company.
We do. We were short
What do we
4,
have?
and it seems like they just came back home. So, yeah.
As a essential target, or have we gotten our 10?
You would know that 3 of the missing guys would have been grunts, and one of them would have been one of the targets. Valkyrie, you see about a dozen people pile out of these vehicles, and you
Okay.
see that the one essential target that you missed is dragged out, quite bloodied and at gunpoint. And one of the people that drags him out begins to yell at the building, something obscene, and then executes the guy that they dragged in.
They're
And
taking
begin
credit
to
for that.
and begin to
Take care
prep
of
to
that problem.
move into the building.
Okay. Can I
Okay.
tell if they're a part of a gang?
Most definitely, they've all got like a loose suit that has a bit of a yellow tint to it. They're all kind of holding the same design.
Are these the Golden Tigers?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, question. Can I take the package and go back down to the maintenance room before they come in?
You're all repelling. You're already down
okay, so
there.
we're still
Yeah.
we're still in
I would
there.
s-
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm-
the 2 Black Mask members, the hostage and Star, are in the maintenance room in the basement.
Okay.
As the Golden Tigers begin to move in to take the building. Some of them with guns, others with vibro swords.
I am gonna tell the group I think we should wait until they reach the top, and then that's when we leave and make a clean getaway without them knowing that we ever were there.
Sounds good to
That'd
me.
be nice. Are they leaving guards as they go?
I'm gonna check.
They have 2 men standing by the trucks.
Okay.
And then another one hanging out just like the entrance.
Okay.
Star, one of the guys, Emil, he holds up and shakes at you holding the briefcase, making sure you know he brought it.
Emil brought our little gift for our friends. You wanna gift it to someone else?
Not if we don't need to.
There's no
Junka.
back entrance in the basement, or
Yeah, Junka,
anywhere?
can you check blueprints for interconnecting maintenance ways that we could use to get you to another building and just get them out?
Junker, you could take a look at the blueprints, but the areas of the basement where all the maintenance stuff has gone through many revisions and they're kind of overlapping. So you could actually roll your data translation or decryption if you want, which both of those would be a skill roll of electronic warfare, if you have that.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're still hot, so you can do that.
I have it as a skill soft.
Yeah.
So I'll
Just load that program up and launch that.
Okay, while he does that, I'm gonna take out some plastisteel restraints and cuff the boss man.
Nice. The black mask guys in the van all double check their guns, or we're ready to bolt if things need to go, but really hope not.
Yeah, they're checking for back entrances. If we can get them out to extract them without anyone knowing that they were there, even that would be perfect. So we will know in any second now.
Junker, what you got?
4 hits.
4 hits, yes. Looking through it, you find that actually you don't, like, you find some basic stuff and then you check over on the notes that came with the blueprints, and some of the edit notes show Larry says that he had to uncover some stuff in the sewage system so that he could do some maintenance, but now he needs better tools to be able to do that final bit. So that could be an exit path, because there is an open air access in the next building, so they would have to go through water pipes for like something like 25 meters or something, enough that you could probably hold your breath. So you can relay that to them in your own words, however you like to.
How do you all feel about sewers? Because there's some that pretty good escape if you want to. There's another entrance in the next building.
How likely
ahead.
do you think they'll check the basement? Like, we could just wait for them to leave.
They're going to sweep the entire building the moment they get to the top. So let's get
Okay.
them out now.
Okay.
All right, so you have us do a exfiltration. Hey, Junka, thank you first. Second, can you get that blueprint to the team out there?
I'm thinking there's one problem.
Go
How
ahead.
awake is the boss to actually be able to hold his breath so he doesn't drown or who he swim?
Yeah.
You said you have the aspirator.
Oh yeah, you know I do. I can put that on.
Yeah. With a little bit of duct tape, you get that secured to his face, and yeah, you guys see there's the big open hat, like the pipe, the top half of the pipe has been removed, and you see the scariest looking water slide you've ever seen.
All right. So I guess how many of them are locked and loaded?
Enemies, guys, or
No. In the van.
in the van? There's 4 guys with guns, and then 1 guy with like a
Right.
pistol. He's the guy who runs
Perfect.
the computers.
All right. You two come with me. We're going to meet them over at the building. The other 2, be ready in case it gets heavy.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
All right.
One of the guys that
Captain is
stand.
gonna head out.
Okay. One of the guys that stand pats Junker on the shoulder. You with us? If we need to go in, you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. So Vic and another guy go with Capjack, and you guys head over to the next building. In there, it's pretty quiet because it's nighttime, but you do find the same grate preventing you from going into the maintenance area of that building.
All right. Does it have a lock on it?
Yeah.
Capjack can pick it. He has lock picks.
All right.
4 hits.
4 hits. Well, that'll probably work. Yeah, that works. This lock apparently is not rusted closed and just pops off, and you head in. You can see here that there's this open area of pipe that runs straight into a grate.
So do we need to pull the grate off, or?
There's a skill that is applicable, but I'm sure you don't have industrial engineering.
Industrial mechanic?
Yeah.
That would have been a moment.
That would have been an amazing moment. Why don't you just roll your logic plus intuition?
Oh, thank goodness. That's actually not bad. 1 hit.
1 hit. You kind of check your bearings, and you're like, yeah, the grate is pointed towards where they would come from, so they would be trapped in the pipe if the grate stayed right there.
All right. How do I pull that out?
It doesn't. It's got like some bolts in it. Like, shouldn't be too hard. And you're in a maintenance area that's sure to have a wrench or something.
Yep. Grab wrench and do the thing.
Yeah, and the guys help you, and so you guys drag it over so it's on the other side, so it'll prevent them from continuing on once they enter here.
Perfect.
All right, and who goes first into the pipe?
Actually, after looking at something, I look at the 2 black mask guys. I'm like, so how good are you 2 at swimming?
Fine.
Well, one of you's got to take him, and I'll cover my comm, and the other's gonna need to help me.
Never learned how to swim, huh?
That's an untrained skill you can use, right? Oh, or is it?
You can.
Oh, never mind. It's a strength check. I'm fine. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah, my strength's not much better than.
Yeah. It's a good thing you never asked to carry the guy down when you repelled or anything, or else you might have died. Yeah, so he's gonna help you, but you still have to roll whatever you have. If that is a 0, just roll 1d6 and only count it as a hit if it's a 6.
Okay.
What you got?
0 hit.
Okay, but not a 1?
No ones.
All right, then we're good.
Woo.
All right, so why don't you, Enemy, will go first, and Emmy go first, and then I'll go and I'll take this guy, follow you up. So
Okay.
jump in. The current carries you pretty hard, pulling you through. Why don't you roll your body ×2 for holding your breath? As you're bumped around in the small turns and the quite extreme rapids inside.
2 hit.
2 hits, yeah!
Nice.
All right. And you are brought to a sudden and not very pleasant, like, you'll probably take damage, but it doesn't matter because it's the end of the session, but, like, sudden stop as you run into the grating and bend it in a little bit.
Grab him up.
And
Grab
then,
him
yeah,
up.
are immediately yanked out of the water. And then about 5 seconds later, the other 2 come in and they're pulled out of the water. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do
And
it.
the van that has Junker in it would pull around and pick those people up and just book it out of there, and Valkyrie is left there to take the self-driving van home.
All right. I'm just gonna double check that we're all good. Make sure everyone's in the building before I leave.
Yep. And you get out of there.
Yeah.
Cool. Very good job, everybody. We're gonna end that. We'll
Love
deal
it.
with all the extra stuff afterward because we're running late. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Why don't you guys sign off and tell me and everybody watching what you do, what you can do, what interesting stuff happens on the internet that you're involved with, so that they can see those things, because I'm sure people want to see those things. You let me know. Starting with Capjack.
Hey everybody, I'm Capjack, and I have been playing Capjack. Apparently the ringleader now. And yeah, you can find me at Captain J Cross on Twitter and all over the place here on Welcome to the Party. I'm in the second, fourth, and occasional fifth Tuesday Mimic Nights game run by Shogun here. I hope I pointed in the right direction. I don't know. And then I'm also in the alternating Thursday games, this one being Shadowrun and the other one being Pokemon 5th Edition, where I play the Poke-Taker, who likes to kick Pokemon and take names. And then you can find me here on Friday, where I am playing Galen Winterfell in the what is it? The Waterdeep Dragon Heist game run by Throx. So yeah, come to all the games. Woo.
Silverstorm.
Oh, hi. I'm a player here. Shadowrun is the only game I'm involved in at the moment. The only other interesting thing I do is I have a webcomic that's based in the Shadowrun universe. So if you want to look at that, that's
Drop that link
available.
for that. Do the link.
That's it.
Here, I'll do the link. And Nerdy, what about you?
Hi, I'm Nerdy Teddy Bear. You can find me on Twitter at nerdy_Teddy with an I. And that is probably going to be the best place because to keep up on what I'm going to be doing, I think if the party fills up, there might be something on Monday on Cast Together, a different channel. But otherwise, I'm usually here. And Wednesdays, I run Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Next week is the finale of our little mini series. And so if you haven't caught up, head over to YouTube where you can find the rest of that. Other than that, I'm here Thursdays for Shadowrun, obviously, as well as Pokemon game where I play Ever Kismet, who's kind of still feeling out the party and finding her place, and may aggressively try to set up a couple of characters. Other than that, yeah, my schedule is going to be changing because I won't be doing Wednesdays, at least running Wednesdays for a while. And I might be running some other stuff and doing some one-shots, so I will keep in the loop on Twitter if you want to find that. And that's everything I got.
Sweet. And Forgotten Reams. What do you do that we can see? You involved in
Nothing.
any other games? No? Are you looking to?
No Twitter, no anything. Maybe get into Twitter at some point. I've got no plans at the moment. If I do, I'll let people know, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right, sweet. That's awesome. Love to see you here again if you want to, but if not, that's all right just too. I am Shogun. I run this game every other Thursday. On the weeks that I don't run this, I play in the Pokemon game. And then
I think you just took us into raid.
I did? Yeah, but it's different. It's not on a timer. It's now just a button. Now.
Nice.
I don't have to time it. I can just click it. It's nice. So I can set that up and just let it go. I also run Mimic Nights every other Tuesday, which is a D&D 5th edition game where we ignore all the rules because they sound not fun. Yeah. So yeah.
It's accurate.
And other than that, I don't do much. Although I might, if Throck does get it started, it's a bit iffy because he's a crazy busy person. He might start a Warhammer fantasy game, and I definitely want to join that if I can. So, yeah. That's everything. We're gonna go raid Thursday nights, and I'm gonna click that button in just 1 second. Cool. And then, sweet.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I love that raid system so much better.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes,
I love it.
yes.
About time.